All right, so check this out. This is an Epon AF Tour iron head. Pull it out of here. It's kind of hard to do it all with just one hand, but I'll show you what it looks like. All right, it's been bent extremely upright for one of my students. This is the AF Tour, and one of my students was using it. We were trying to work on an extremely upright swing. Just got some physical limitations really in his swing that you know, it's just an experiment for us to see if we can do that. So I was able to throw this in here, and I'll show you here in a second. Put this down. Okay, tighten it back in. So as you can see, I was able to get it all the way to like 70, basically like 72 maybe degrees line angle. So you can see the stress that I put on the hosel here. But it is in its standard, let's see, 33 degree loft approximately right there. So what I'm going to do is just bend it down, because I've got another student who plays his club standard very flat. So I'm actually just going to do this with one hand since I'm videoing. I got my bending bar on here. I'm just going to set it in position and just give it a bend. All right, just to show you. All right, so sorry, there you go. Bend, 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 bend. Pull it out, double check. See how far it went. All right, so you can see the stresses. That's what happens, right? You're dealing with metal. You're bending metal. Okay, so here it is, Epon AF Tour. Look, I just basically pulled that down with one hand all the way to like 60 and a half, which is pretty darn close to what he wants. He's a couple degrees flat, so I'm just gonna leave it right there. Got it at 60 and a half, and even with one hand, I was able to retain that. Right, looks like I'm at 32. So in the process of bending it down, I also altered the loft just a tiny little bit. But I mean, that's one of the benefits of having an Epon iron. This particular bending machine is just mounted to the back of my teaching cart, and you can see it has a one-piece forging. Yeah, you're gonna get some dings and bends. I use this as a fitting club. My students go from all the way from 72, right? So basically, what is that? 70, let's call it 72 to 62. That would be 10. And I actually went to 60 and a half. So like 11 and a half degrees is what I bent that with one arm while holding the camera. So that's the beauty of the one-piece forging versus two-piece forgings, which have a weld right here. A lot of Mizuno irons and a lot of other companies will do a two-piece forging where they forge the head, the face, and the back, and then they forge this part, and then they do a really clean weld and then buff it and clean it up. And that's what it looks like. So as you can see, I was successful in moving that a very long way. So I just wanted to do a quick video on that, just in case there's anybody out there wondering the resiliency of Epon irons and the ability to bend them. Manufacturers tell you all the time, well, you can only bend it 2 degrees or 3 degrees. And there you go. I just bent it 11 and a half degrees with one hand. So I hope that helps.